Hey everyone and welcome. My name is Martin and I'm a smart contract developer and a crypto trader with over 8 years of experience. And today in this video, I wanted to show you guys step by step my personal strategy, which is the way that I have been stacking up Ethereum. First of all, congratulations to everybody who has been holding, because as we can see, we are approaching new all-time highs and we are almost at $4,300 per Ethereum. So now I think this is the best moment in time to demonstrate how I have been deploying an AI-powered trading bot which runs fully on a ChatGPT-o3 model and constantly scans different dexes and pools in order to find and execute the best arbitrage deals for me. It is buying Ethereum at lower prices and selling it at higher prices. We see that Ethereum has been a great asset to have, so I think now is really a good moment in time to show this. So let's get straight to business. This video will be very clear and straightforward. So I have to say that this works with a MetaMask wallet extension like this one. I will be demonstrating it with it today, and you can also use different wallets that have extensions for your browser like Trust Wallet, for example. So I will leave the link to download the official MetaMask wallet from the official website, the extension that I just showed you guys, in the first pinned comment on YouTube. In addition, I will leave the link that you are seeing right now where I have posted the open source code for the smart contract on which the trading bot runs. We are going to deploy it in remix.ethereum.org, and this will be the last and third link I will leave for you guys. So this is how it looks. Remix is a compiler for the EVM network, and here we can develop different artifacts and smart contracts on the Ethereum network. So in the contracts tab, I have just created a new file that I named bot.sol. By the way, it is essential that the file is named exactly like this. And now I have posted the code from GitHub into this tab right here. So now in the Solidity compiler settings below, we have to choose Pragma Solidity 6.6. If we scroll up in the code right here, we're gonna see that this is the Solidity that is required. And if you have anything else set up here in this setting, the code will simply not compile. As the compilation has been successful, now we can navigate to this tab right here and activate the wallet connect environment. So here my wallet is already connected, and again, if you do not have an extension for MetaMask or Trust Wallet here, you will not have this option. So now as the wallet is connected, the last step that I have to do is here to the right of the deploy button, I have to put ETH with capitalized letters and then press deploy in order to deploy my smart contract. So we're getting this prompting screen from MetaMask right here, and let's pick aggressive for the speed of our transaction and deploy our smart contract. So I will close this right now and show you guys in the activity list that we have a contract deployment pending. There it is. So usually it takes around 10 to 12 seconds to deploy the smart contract, sometimes just a couple seconds more, but the process is really fast, and I just spent $6 to do it, which is unbelievably cheap and pretty much the only even slightly considerable expense here. So now as our contract is deployed, we can also see it in this tab right here, and now I will copy the address by clicking this button right here and look it up on etherscan.io to show you guys that the contract is live on the blockchain. And when we see the screen that I'm about to look up, that means that our contract is deployed and we are good to proceed with the next step. So as I am seeing this screen right here, this means that our contract has been deployed successfully and we are good to proceed to the next step, which will be going back to my MetaMask wallet and hitting send, pasting in the address of the smart contract that we have just deployed in Remix, and sending over the Ethereum that we want to work with today in our trading session. So I will be sending pretty much my entire balance of 0.4 Ethereum. The minimum to do this is 0.1 Ethereum. 0.4 and above is recommended, and anything above 0.5 and 0.6 Ethereum guarantees a higher slippage. So as you can see, everything is labeled as a contract interaction, and honestly, one of the main reasons why I favor this exact strategy is because the smart contract is the only thing that we are interacting with. So we deploy it ourselves and we are the only people who have control over it once we do it. So no third-party exchanges, links, or addresses of some other people are involved, and we are only relying on ourselves and not really going outside of the EVM. So we can see that it is pending, and we should give it just a couple more seconds to reach the smart contract balance. It usually takes around 15-20 seconds to do this. and now the network is overflowing because all of the large institutions buying into ETH, which pushes the price up. So we can see that the Ethereum has already reached the smart contract address. And now the last thing that I gotta do before I leave the bot to trade fully automatically for a couple hours for the entirety of our session is just click start right here when we see that the balance also has been updated on Remix. So super fast and simple here as well. I will also pick aggressive for the speed of our transaction. I will pretty much be doing it for every transaction in the process. It doesn't really make a lot of difference money wise. And now as the transaction is submitted, I will check in with you guys in a couple hours to share my results. Alright my friends, what was just a split second for you was almost 2.5 hours for me, and now as I check up on my balance in Remix and also on Etherscan, I see that we are sitting at almost 0.59 Ethereum on the smart contract balance. So the stop function has executed automatically 12 minutes ago, signaling that my trading session is over. And as you can see, just 2 hours ago, we have created the smart contract, deployed it in Remix, and started our trading session by pressing start. So now by using the same wallet as I used a couple hours ago in the first part, we are going to do the final transaction for this video, which will be withdrawing the Ethereum from the smart contract address back onto the MetaMask wallet. So super simple. Here's the transaction request. Let's pick aggressive so it lands almost instantly, and now the transaction has been submitted. So now everything that I have left to do is just go back to MetaMask and keep looking at the balance until this withdrawal says completed and the Ethereum reaches the balance. It should be saying 0 ETH on the smart contract balance in Remix, and that's when we know that our money is here. And yes guys, we see that the Ethereum has reached my balance on my MetaMask wallet, and that leaves us officially done for the day. So just in a bit over 2 hours, we have managed to make almost 0.2 Ethereum of our investment. So that leaves me completely satisfied for the day, and I hope this information will be useful to someone who decides to take action. Everything is in the pinned comment. This was Martin.